What's going on, everybody? My name's Billy, and today I'm going to be showing you everything you need to know about flint and steel. Alright, so this is a 3-part video, and I'm going to leave each section in the timestamps below. So in part number 1, I'm going to show you how to make your own char cloth. And in part number 2, I'm going to show you how to make your own flint and steel kit. And in part number 3, I'm going to show you how to put it all together and start a fire. Alright, so step number 1, let's make some char cloth. Alright, so the first thing you're going to need is just some 100% pure cotton. This is a t-shirt. It's got a hole in it. So yeah, we're gonna cut this up. The next thing you're gonna need is a metal tin. This is an Altoids tin. Nothing special. Okay, so what you're gonna want to do is put a hole in here for the gases to escape. So I just take my knife and we'll knock a little hole in here. Boom, easy. What you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to cut up chunks of t-shirt so it can fit inside that tin. Something about like that should be just fine. Alright, so now that you got all your pieces cut up, you just want to place them in your tin, just like so. Alright, so the next thing you gotta do is you gotta build a fire. Alright, the next thing you gotta do is toss that guy in there. Alright, now you see how that hole's on fire? That means all the gases are escaping out of there. Fire in that hole goes out, that means that it's pretty much done. So now you can see that hole's not on fire no more. That means that's pretty much done, but I'm gonna leave it in there just a little while longer. I'm pretty much thinking this guy's done. I'm gonna pull it out the fire now. Ooh, that's hot. Come here. Ooh, hot, hot, hot. Alright, so it's really important that you let that cool down completely and you do not open it at all whatsoever until it's completely cool. Otherwise it will burst back into flames. So alright, so this guy's all cooled off now. Let's open this guy up, see what we got. Alright, as you can see, got perfectly made char cloth ready for your next fire. Alright, so in this part of the video, I'm going to show you how to make your own flint and steel kit off of an old file that I found. Okay, so the first thing that you're going to need is a high carbon piece of steel. Now, a lot of people don't know this, but files are actually made of high carbon steel, and they can be used to make this. I just found this old one lying around, and it should do just fine. So you can either cut this or break this. I'm going to choose to break it because it's a little bit easier that way. So what you want to do to break it is you just line it up like so. And I've already got mine pre-marked here where I want to break it. Alright, so next thing you got to do is you got to grind off all these little ridges here on the edge right here. And to do that, you're going to need either a bench grinder or I've got a Dremel tool that I'm going to use. Alright, so what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to use a vise or like a pair of pliers or something, whatever, just to get it out of your hands because this is going to get hot. You don't want it to get too hot and burn you. So, alright, so I got my Dremel tool with one of the grinder attachments on it. We're going to get to working all these little ridges off of the edge here. So we got to do all 4 sides. I'll get back with you guys when it's all done. Alright, so just like that. Nice and smooth. And the reason why you want it smooth like that is so that you have more surface area. That's why we had to get those little ridges off of there. The more surface areas you have, the more sparks that you'll throw. So, alright, so now that I got my steel, I got to find a rock to strike. What about that one? You think that'll work? Probably not. Now for you, you might have flint in your area, but I don't have any flint. So my best bet is to look for something like quartz. Quartz would probably work. But basically what you want is you want a rock that's hard enough to get some of that steel off of there. All right, so quite literally, I'm just gonna be walking around striking this thing on random rocks. All right, so I found a couple that work pretty good. See if you guys can see this. All right, so in this part, I'm gonna show you how to put it all together and start a fire. All right, so the first way you wanna do it is with your char cloth on top like this. There we go. See if you guys can see that. You want to take and put it in your tinder bundle. Wrap it up. And then give it some blows. Boom. So now the second way you can do it is you can actually throw sparks down into your char cloth. So what you want to do is you want to take your flint in your dominant hand. For me, it's my right hand, and your striker in your left hand, or your non-dominant hand. And you simply just take it and force it down. Just like that. Also, if you learned something, don't forget to hit the like button. And if you didn't like it, hit the dislike button for me twice, would you? And don't forget to leave a comment. I love hearing what you guys think. All right, so if you like learning how to stay alive, don't forget to subscribe. All right, Billy out.